Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world,
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Kamen Entchev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Rip Camelucci, ready for an awesome 3 p.m. show. So much good stuff in the break room, especially in the Cover Boy Authentic Helmet Series. Making that the automatic chase wheel spin. It is former Madden cover athletes, all the photo headliners being former Madden cover athletes like Drew Brees on the Speed Flex, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. We have Saquon Barkley, the Offensive Player of the Year last year, the best current running back in the league, number 26 on Madden 26. Just makes sense, right? We still got the Ray Lewis Purple Chrome Speed Flex. You missed the Jefferson Chrome Purple? Get the Ray Lewis Chrome Purple. Still got some good headliners. That's in the Diamonds, the Vault, jerseys, practice squad is a 50% chance at a headliner. So much good stuff across the break page. Cannot wait to get started. How you doing this afternoon, Rip?
I'm ready to get wild this afternoon on this Wednesday. Let's
get
go.
wild. We're back, says Antonio Montez. Antonio back with some money with winning that wheel spin, and he won the Jefferson. So Antonio's red hot. He said earlier he's back for Bijan Robinson as well. Wants to clear out the Bijan Robinson Speed Flex. I'm going to go ahead and make the Cover Boy the automatic wheel spin. Give these guys a little bit of extra incentive, a little bit of extra, prizes if they get in that break. That'll be the auto wheel spin. We do got to do our dice roll, though. What are you feeling, Rip? Specific number you're feeling?
No, none of my good. No, 8.
8. My lucky number. I'm gonna go 7 then to be different. Rolling that dice. 6. Hey, we were close.
All right.
6 on the dice roll. 6 clicks. Lowest it can be anywhere from 6 to 12. That's gonna be our dice roll for the 3 p.m. show. So let's take you guys on a top to bottom rundown, or as they call it, a tour of the Ultimate Autographs live break room. A lot of goodies here, guys. Let's get started with, I believe the diamonds are on the top. Top to bottom, cream of the crop, the diamonds, of course. 6 to go in that double, still open in that quad. We got ourselves only 11 boxes left and 5 headliners left in here. That includes the Bijan Robinson Speed Flex, one of my favorite standard helmets in the game. I mentioned that the Rams is my favorite. Well, the Falcons has to be top 5. Their lid is super sharp. Bijan Robinson, the best running back of his generation, right? Saquon, Derrick Henry, they're the previous generation. When those guys finally slow down, which may take a little bit, when those guys slow down, Bijan Robinson will likely be the best running back in the NFL. Awesome speed flex for Bijan. Also, you'll like this, Rip. You probably know this as a fan of acting and the movies.
Okay.
Bijan Robinson, his plans post-NFL career, be an actor.
Ooh.
That's what he wants to do with his life after the NFL, which means we know him as an NFL player. We'll still know him as an actor years down the road, because I'll put it this way. He might get typecast, but he's going to have no problem landing any football roles because he does his own stunts, because he did it in the NFL.
And I'll tell you right now, I'll just offer my services, Mr. Robinson, if and when you need improv training.
Okay.
I got you. You got to come to the Mecca of improv, and we're going to get you on your feet.
Which is Rip, the Mecca.
Chicago.
It is true.
That's Chicago, baby.
I went to a comedy show a couple months ago, and that's what they said there. So Chicago is the place to be.
All right.
We got the Urlacher Authentic still. Speaking of Chicago, the #1 billboard guy in the city, near the airport especially, Brian Urlacher, advertising hair stuff. I like Brian Urlacher without the hair because it makes me think of my childhood, all those defensive plays he made for the Bears, former Defensive Player of the Year, cover on Madden NFL, actually not Madden, NFL 2K3. He made me switch from Madden to 2K just because he was a Bears player for 1 year.
Okay.
Then I went back to Madden. And then they put the QB vision in, and then I never came back. Went to FIFA instead. Shout out to FIFA. We have Edgerrin James on the beautiful Lunar Authentic Hall of Fame running back. This series is so good. Earlier today, we had James Cook, not Dalvin, Rip, James Cook. He was in the Anmore section. We got another awesome Bill Hall of Fame quarterback, Jim Kelly, in that Anmore section. And we still got Jameson Williams, over 1,000 yards last year. Jameson Williams right now is a secondary headliner. He keeps this up, he'll be a photoed headliner in no time. One of the best young receivers in the NFL, J-Mo.
There you go. Here's my hot take. Jameson Williams, this time next year, photoed headliner.
I like that. I also like this cover boy, which I mentioned earlier, guys. Obviously, there's so much good stuff in the room. And I love the Bijan Robinson helmet. But I think, in my opinion, the 3 best helmets and 3 best items, probably the 3 items worth the most money, all reside in this series. That would be the Saquon Barkley two-tone chrome speed flex, the green and black with the silver face mask, the green visor. That to me is the top dog helmet in the break room right now for the top running back in the league. That's the best one you can get, in my opinion. The second best one, I'm almost kind of stuck in a way, Rip, because I think Ray Lewis aesthetically is the second best looking helmet, if not the best. That all purple chrome, NFL's all-time tackle leader. For me, a top 3 defensive player ever, along with Lawrence Taylor and the late, great Reggie White. But name-wise, quarterback-wise, I love Drew Brees. Only Tom Brady had more passing yards, passing touchdowns. Love that Drew Brees speed flex. Rank them how you will, but Ray Lewis, Saquon Barkley, Drew Brees, all speed flexes worth north of $1,000. Those chrome flexes in that $1,500 ballpark, give or take. The most expensive lids, the best looking lids, and the best players. These 3 helmets right here. This is what we should be chasing this show, Rip.
1,000%. Drew Brees in another alternate universe that's on a Dolphins lid, but alas, he is there on the Saints.
He's in the right universe.
He is in the right universe.
Yeah.
I know. Blame Nick Saban for that.
Sure.
I don't think I've seen a Drew Brees on a speed flex yet.
Well, you'll see it maybe today. Devontae Adams, secondary headliner. Bruce Smith, NFL's all-time sack leader, 200 of them. Just a secondary headliner in the cover boy. Practice squad, speaking of headliners, ratios are really good in here. 10 boxes left in the practice squad. We got 5 total headliners. 50% chance at a headliner, Rip. 50%. These are ratios that I love to see. That includes the Emmitt Smith football, the classic cowboy football. I always say, when you're collecting, we're in the collecting business. You want to get the best player from each franchise, the player people want the most. Emmitt Smith is the only Cowboy ever to get the MVP. He's the best Cowboy of all time for me. That's what you want on a Cowboy item, the great Emmitt Smith. We do have the Troy Polamalu Rave available in here. Troy Polamalu Rave, very, very clean. I love that yellow. Maybe it's the Mizzou in me. I love the hair. Troy Polamalu is an absolute beast. We also have in this series still the Mike Evans Flash, that burnt orange Flash is super duper clean. One of the most consistent receivers in the National Football League. Mike Evans, Mr. 1,000, I call him. 1,000 yards receiving every year he's played. Get that helmet for less than $50. Then Bo Jackson, one of the best athletes to ever play the game. Everybody knows, Bo knows. Just football icon, Bo Jackson. That's what he is, a football icon. The best way to put that. Love that iconic Raider lid. Love the coolness of having a Bo Jackson autograph. That's a PC item for any collector. Then we have ourselves still available in this series, LaShawn McCoy. Speaking of great Eagle running backs, he was basically Saquon pre-Saquon. LaShawn McCoy with those long runs, those crazy touchdowns, the most rushing yards in the 2010s. 10 boxes left, 5 headliners left. Come and get that series, guys. We have the Vault, 4 boxes left, 2 headliners in here. Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs of all time. We were crunching numbers earlier today. If you can keep this up, he'll finish without question top 5 in rushing yards, top 5 in rushing touchdowns. I've got him finishing second in both, personally, Derrick Henry. Then LaDainian Tomlinson, who is currently second all-time in rushing touchdowns on that beautiful slate helmet LT. We got the quarterback room. Last day available for the QB room. 2 boxes left. One of them is a Phil Simms secondary headliner. The other one is also a quarterback. Gotta love quarterbacks, man. That's what the break room is all about, the quarterbacks. Does not want to let me load the page, but Phil Simms is one of the last 2 boxes left in the QB room. Then we have 4 boxes left in the can't miss rip. Can't miss jersey and mini. 4 boxes left. 2 photo headliners. Michael Irvin, one of the greatest receivers to ever play the game. The greatest Cowboy receiver ever, no question. They were a running offense, Rip. If they were more of a passing offense, Michael Irvin could have 15,000 receiving yards, like Randy Moss, by the way, who is second all-time in receiving touchdowns. The great Randy Moss on that clean slate mini. 50% chance at a Hall of Fame wide receiver in that break. The can't miss jersey and mini. Normal jerseys, the black box as we call them here, we're down to, how about this? 25 boxes left, 10 headliners left, 40% chance at a headliner that includes the Jordan Love jersey. Very, very clean for the young quarterback. If you listen to my Packard buddy, Don Pellegrini, very, very biased prediction, but his hot take, Rip, and it's a very, very hot take, but hey, it's what a hot take is about. His MVP for this year, Jordan Love. Lawrence Taylor, this is not so much a hot take, just flat out truth. The best defensive player of all time, Lawrence Taylor in that jersey. Earl Campbell, Brian Urlacher, Tony Dorsett, Hall of Famers for days. Ricky Williams in that clean weed jersey. We still got Nico Collins. We got Deebo Samuel. So much good stuff in here. Chad Johnson, Joe Theismann, secondary headliners. And we do have a jersey break coming up, looks like. So that is what's full, right? Jerseys? I see the trick play in green.
Sir. Yes, sir.
A jersey coming up. And then here's that diamond single. 8 to go as well in that one. Mystery box tab we have. Mystery box tab looking for the jerseys as personals, the college reps that have all the headliners left minus the Ricky Williams. And then, of course, the black box reps. Still looking for Bo Jackson, J.J. Watt, Warren Moon, A.J. Green, Ricky Williams, and Jameson Williams. Very cool. So very nice. Hope Ayuk doesn't leave the Niners and goes to the Chiefs. Name spelled wrong. I mean, I'm welcoming any good receivers to the Chiefs. No doubt about that, Jacom, as a Chief fan. We do have the headliner package, $1849.99 one mini, one jersey, one rep, one authentic, 4 headliner names for less than $1,500 in the headliner package here, folks. So we'll get the party started with the jersey break. I know the practice squad is not far behind. 6 to go in that diamond double, very doable. And let's get that cover boy moving too, Rip. A lot of goodies here in the break room. So jersey single. Go ahead and drop me a box number for the trick play. Jersey single. Single and ready to mingle the jersey break. Antonio Montez, James Hamblin, Marisa Dombey, Chris Knowles, Sebastian Flores, Taylor Badeau, and Antonio Red Hot Montez again in here. He is definitely red hot in this break room, no doubt about that. The man has been cooking. So who's got a box number? 16 from Antonio. Thank you, Antonio. 16 sounds good, man. The Joe Montana box. I said Joe Montana here in the break room. Joe Montana. 1-6. Good luck, peeps. Let's get it, says Jacom. Good luck, guys, indeed. The trick play. Thank you, sir. We do have a couple jersey personals, which we'll knock out here if we're not caught up on breaks after this. I do have a couple jersey personals we can knock out, guys, while we wait for more of these breaks. I'm a little surprised the practice squad's not sold out yet.
Yeah, we are 4 away in both the single and the double.
We know 3 or less is the magic number. When it gets down to 3 or less, Rip, it goes pretty quickly. Bob says, greetings from down East Maine. Last night in the Drizzle saw the Portland, Maine Sea Dogs lose to the Akron, Ohio Rubber Ducks 1-0 back in God's country. Not Abraham Lincoln's considered the God state, but according to Bob, God's country is Jersey. Jersey tomorrow.
You know, I'll give it up for Bob. The Bruce Springsteen movie, they just dropped their trailer today. So big day for New Jersey all around, I'd say.
The boss.
Also shout out to the Akron Rubber Ducks. I know 2 people born and raised in Akron, which is 2 more than you'd think you'd know.
LeBron
personally.
and who else?
No, I mean like personally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know he wasn't born, he was born, not raised, but Stephen Curry and LeBron James, both born in Akron, Ohio, at the same hospital. Apparently.
The Steph Curry one just recently came. I just recently found that out.
So the more you know. James Hamblin's got the NFC North. Chris Knowles, what's up, Chris? Big time Rams fan in the break room. What's up, Chris? Good to have you back in the break room, my man. Chris Knowles, kind of like Jacom, a ray of sunshine in the break room. Good
love
people.
to hear it.
Good people. Antonio Montez. Red hot in the room in the NFC East and NFC West. Speaking of red hot, Marisa Dombey. She's out here taking names, taking breaks. Taylor Badeau in the AFC South. Marisa Dombey in the AFC East. And Sebastian Flores in the AFC West. First, here we go. Here we go. I'm not normally one to put jerseys in my social media hit video, but this one, I'm pretty sure it will make the cut. How about some weed in the break room?
Oh, boy.
No, we're not smoking weed.
Oh, darn.
It's the Ricky Williams weed jersey on the Ravens of all teams.
Put that bong away.
Come on. Beautiful, beautiful jersey. The AFC North.
That's awesome.
The Queen of the North.
It's
the
so
Queen
cool.
of the North. Marisa Dombey, Ricky Williams, all weed jokes aside, smoke weed every day, 420. We know the inscriptions. Ricky Williams had more than 10,000 rushing yards in his NFL career. Led the league in rushing yards in 2002 with the Dolphins.
1,800 over.
We know the Saints, drafted him, traded their whole draft away. That almost makes him, like, people think of him as not as good because it didn't work out. He played on some bad Saints, bad Dolphins teams. I'm sorry, Rip.
Yeah, it's true.
And he still put up over 10,000 yards.
He was also there at the inception, at the creation, at the unveiling of the Wildcat offense, my friend.
Yes, with Ronnie Brown.
Yes, sir.
And had he not retired for, a year and had some injuries, he could have 14,000 yards. He could be a Pro Football Hall of Famer. That's how close he is.
You know
Hall of very good. One of the first names to think of, Ricky Williams.
You know what that's going to look nice next to? This Jay Jettas right here.
Yes, purple is the term today. Ricky, by the way, for me, is maybe the best college running back ever. I believe, third all-time in college rush yards. Do the Mike Napolitano and Rip special here. You guys are really good at coming up with these displays here.
We try.
Kamen, don't set the jersey on fire. The haze will get Rip happier than he is already. You're right. You are right, Bob Boulay. Dang, love it. Congrats, says Chicom. Still need one of them. Absolutely. The Ricky Williams jersey. That is absolutely stunning, man. Stunning jersey. Now look at this thing. Look at this thing. That is absolutely stunning right there.
That displays well.
That is definitely going in the hit video. I would say for sure. What was that?
What? Huh?
What was that?
Huh? What?
If Dom's grandma's watching, we don't condone this. Rose?
If
We
Rose
don't
is
condone
watching,
this.
we don't have any jazz cigarettes in here.
Yes. So awesome hit, Marisa Domby on the Ricky Williams. So let's see, that practice squad break is 3 to go in the double, and it is still 4 to go in the single. Let's knock out a couple jersey personals. So we'll do the jersey personals from earlier today, Morgan McMillan and Logan Roberts. Give you guys a last call if you're out there, Morgan/Logan. Let me get that Jefferson lid. I'll have that closer to me because I don't want to mess up this one. I'm big on having something on the screen at all times.
Yeah,
Rip.
absolutely. If
So
anything, I can move. Yeah, let me move
can-
Ricky a little closer
Yeah,
to me.
because Ricky still pops off over there. You can still see him.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Williams. That is a clean jersey.
Good stuff. God,
So-
my mom would lose her mind over this.
I bet she would.
God.
I wouldn't blame her. These are some terrific items here in the break room. So Morgan and Logan, last call if you're there for jersey numbers. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel. It is 1 out of 30, and I will spin the wheel for some box numbers here. Happy to spin the wheel if you guys would like to. Whatever you guys want. We're here for the customers, Rip. We always say the best customers in the business here in our break room. These are new people, too, by the way. If you are watching Morgan and Logan, let us know your favorite team and how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. Isn't your mom a Raven fan?
Born and raised in Dundalk, Baltimore County, Maryland.
Okay, so she would love this one, right? The
And,
Ricky Williams.
she does partake as well.
Oh, okay, so even better.
Even
for,
better.
For Mama.
Actually, I got to send this picture to both my mom and my uncle.
Mama
They'll appreciate it.
Camalucci. Shout out to the mama out there. All right, well, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing here. We'll go ahead and spin the wheel first for Morgan, then for Logan. You know what, Rip? I'm going to help you out. I'm going to stretch my legs. Jerseys are right next to me. 11 for the first one. 11. Let me get 11 off the ticker. We do have that. Bob spent lots of time in Aberdeen and Bel Air, Maryland, if that means anything to your mom, Rip.
Oh, Aberdeen is where my uncle had a trophy concern out there, Aberdeen Trophy World. I spent, it was my first job, technically.
Oh, how about that?
At Aberdeen Trophy World. And then, yeah, Bel Air, Maryland. I know my mom spent some time out in Bel Air, for sure.
Collections everywhere, right?
Indeed, indeed.
All right, we'll spin one more time for our second box. We got 19. Okay, how about that? 19. So 11 and 19 on the jerseys. I will get these, Rip. Grandma always says I got to stretch my legs. I sit in the chair too much. My
You gotta get that
fiance says the same
circulation
thing.
going, you
I
know?
get a little circulation going.
You better believe I've had, I do miss a standing desk, I'm not gonna lie. And I've had dreams and visions of
I see you standing sometimes.
I'll stand sometimes with the keyboard is a little, and the mouse situation gets a little cumbersome, but Aberdeen Proving Ground. We used to work kind of around down the street from the Aberdeen Proving Ground. We used to go to their Burger King on the property as they didn't have taxes. No taxes on the federal ground. And we used to get cheaper lunch at that Burger King. You're right over there, Kamen.
Yeah.
You doing good?
Tell I don't get boxes enough.
I was going to say, yeah.
I'm making a mess of it.
Maybe you'll let me handle this next
Making a
time.
mess of it, man. Making a mess of it.
But yeah, I have a lot of happy memories from Aberdeen, Maryland, no doubt.
Awesome. So 11 is going to be the first one. 19 is going to be second here for our Jersey personals. What's moving right now? I see orders coming through.
It is that practice squad, the double.
3 to go, 2 to go.
It's going to be 2 to go now.
2 to go in that practice squad. Jacom got in the practice squad single. That boy Jacom making moves.
Making moves.
Morgan, your turn is up. No tricks here, just good jerseys in the Trick Play Jersey Series. Box 11. 11 of 30. Oh, man. How about this? Something about themes today, Rip. Earlier we had Vikings. We had all-time great running backs. We had Rams. The theme for this show is number 34 running backs. Ricky Williams and now Earl Campbell, a pro and a college football Hall of Famer, former offensive player of the year in the NFL, Heisman Trophy winner in college, the classic light blue Oilers jersey for the great Earl Campbell. That is a headliner, and rightfully so, and PSA certified for Morgan. Did the next jersey fill up, says Bob?
Nope. Bob, you're the first one in jersey number 7.
Yes, we did. Jersey 6 was just sold out. You're the first guy in jersey 7. I'm pretty sure that will sell out the show as well, though. So very nice on the Earl Campbell, Morgan. And then we do have 1 to go on that practice squad double. So knocking on that door. All right, as Matthew McConaughey would say. All right, to all the fire in the break room, man. We got nothing but the heat. Nope. I think, did it oversell, or was Bob just a little bit late?
No, it did not oversell. I got Bob in 7.
So what happens typically, Bob, every once in a while is if you're in the order while you're ordering, the break sells out, and it takes a second to refresh. So you are definitely in 7, Bob. But that will happen. No worries, my man. 7 will go down as well. 93,000 from getting iconic. Getting there, says Jacom, right? Now, we've got a lot of big customers here in the break room who get the iconic and the GOAT status within a week, Rip. They ball hard here. Jacom is doing it the other way. Taking his time, biding his time, week by week, month by month. Before you know it, Jacom, you might be a GOAT collector. From iconic to GOAT next, perseverance here in the break room from Jacom. He's like Steve Young, to quote a Niner reference. He's a Niner fan, right? Steve Young bided his time. Joe Montana went. Steve Young took over, and the rest is history.
He got that monkey off his back.
Mm-hmm. Nice hit, Morgan. Earl Campbell jersey. Nice, Bob. Bob prefers a gin and iconic. You've been talking to one of my best college buddies, Jake Schlegel. He was obsessed with gin and tonic, and he would always try to invite. We would go. We like Jake. I love Jake. Jake is one of my best friends, but he'd always be like, "Do you guys want to come over to my place for a gin and tonic?" We're like, "Sure, Jake. We'd love to." He's always making the gin and tonic. The guy made it strong, man, but it was good. Shout out to Jake Schlegel. I doubt he's watching, but if he is, shout out to Jake Schlegel.
Where are you at, Jake?
He's in Kansas. He's in the Kansas City area.
Okay.
Somewhere
KC
over
Masterpiece.
there. What's up?
KC Masterpiece.
That's right. Sounds yummy, says Jacom. In the 3rd week of July, it'll be 1 year for Jacom. How about that?
Hey.
It's America's Day that week, 4th of July week. Also known for Jacom's 1-year anniversary at Ultimate Autograph.
That's what I know it for primarily.
Primarily.
First and foremost, I knew about that before I even worked here.
Yes. July 3rd, annual Jacom Day. Ooh, this is a little different. Well, we're talking about themes. So we have a second theme brewing here in the break room.
I love themes.
So the first theme was the 34 running back, Ricky Williams, Earl Campbell. This is the Ricky Williams theme here.
Okay.
Playing on a team, a player that we don't often see on this team on their jersey. So this is a former Niner quarterback. Jacom knows him. 4-time Pro Bowler. Played with the Bucks also. But this is Jeff Garcia on the Eagles jersey.
Call.
Number 5 on the Niners. Number 7 on the Eagles. Beautiful auto on the Jeff Garcia jersey.
The black Eagles jersey.
Yeah, very
too.
nice. Very
That is
nice for
sweet.
Jeff Garcia. You know Ronnie Insulaco, right?
Yeah.
As they call him, Rick Insulaco now. That's my new name for him, Rick Insulaco.
Rick Insulaco.
So he's neighbors with Jeff Garcia.
Oh,
True
no
story.
way.
Actually, neighbors Ronnie and
rocks.
Jeff Garcia. A small world, right? So Chuck is getting ready, dropping the numbers early on the practice squad. Says disregard the numbers. What's left, Chuck, is Emmitt Smith, Troy Polamalu, Mike Evans, Bo Jackson, and secondary headliner LaShawn McCoy. 50% chance at a headliner in that break. So
for the Ricky?
maybe I didn't. Can you write it up if you have?
Yeah, I can.
It'll look neater. So
Barely.
you'll learn every once in a while. I get excited, Rip. If a big helmet comes out, big jersey comes out, I'm too excited. I forgot to write up the post-it note. So Colin Rudiso used to rag on me for that, but luckily you're nicer than Colin. So no ragging, just
Well,
reminders.
So far, we get to
So
know each
far.
other a little bit better, a little
Right.
more comfortable with each other.
It was the running joke. How many would I miss on High Roller Night? Because the helmets are so good.
Yeah.
And the over-under was at like 3 to 4.5 a show. And so I think it was a pretty fair over-under. About 4 times I would drop the ball that night, which isn't bad. For 17 speed flexes,
Yeah.
I would say 13 out of 17 ain't bad.
Bound to happen.
So got him in a custom Niners white jersey, says Jacon. There you go. Very cool on the Jeff Garcia. Nicely done. That practice squad double is sold out. And that practice squad double is coming up. We're talking about practice here in the break room, not the game. Talking about practice.
Are you ready, squad? Chat? Is everyone ready, chat?
Player 1,
Gonna
ready.
eat this and not leave any crumbs?
Antonio, Marisa, Brian, Antonio, Brian, and Charles Mulligan. Practice squad double number 7. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Antonio wants Troy Polamalu and Mike Evans helmets. Okay. We see you. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of Polamalu, a little bit of Evans.
Little bit of this,
A little bit of that. But you're a great singer, Rip.
Aw.
You know what we got to do, me and you?
Karaoke.
Yes, you read my mind. Karaoke. What we need here. Chuck with 11 and 25. Thank you, Chuck. Practice squad. We have 11. And we
have 25.
do have 25 as well, both on the ticker.
Oh, yeah.
Coming off the ticker now, 11 and 25. Thank you, guys. Some great memorabilia here this afternoon. Keep it coming, folks.
Kamen, what's your preference? Private room karaoke or bar karaoke?
Well, I've never done private room. So, and what is that exactly? You're just with just your friends in a locked out area?
Yep.
Yeah. I like the public karaoke so I can make a fool of myself.
Okay.
'Cause my friends already know me as a fool. Everyone else has to know me as a fool.
All right.
So I'm definitely bar karaoke, Rip.
Okay.
Is what I roll with. My go-to song, it's between Barbie Girl and Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Those are my go-to songs. So I like to make a fool of myself.
Hey.
I'm
right there with
more, not more, totally a performer, a dancer, a showman, not a singer. I don't sing good. I don't pretend to.
Well, and that's
Just ask Bob Boulay. He
that's
knows.
when those other skills have to take prominence. You know,
Yes.
you got to distract. You got to
Exactly
give them a
right.
little razzle dazzle.
All right, Brian Smith, NFC North, Brian. NFC South is Antonio Montez. NFC East could be that Emmitt Smith ball for Antonio. NFC West, Antonio. Brian Smith, AFC North. Antonio Montez, AFC South. Marisa Dombey, AFC East. And Charles Mulligan. If Charles gets the AFC West and gets the Bo Jackson, he will not be asking for a mulligan, Rip. I promise you that.
Good to hear.
So you say, no need. Now, speaking of Charles/Chuck, if you can't make a fool of yourself with karaoke, why do it exactly right? That is what I tell everybody that says, no, I don't want to do it. But here's the truth about karaoke, Rip. As someone who used to go a lot, haven't gone in a minute, but gonna pick it back up hopefully this summer. After I go, everyone else in the bar gets a lot more courageous, and I make the whole place have a blast.
That is a necessary element of karaoke. Now that said, clearly, you and Chuck not friends with enough former theater people.
You guys take it seriously. It's a performance.
It is.
Yes.
I've been at karaoke nights where it is a competition.
Yes.
And we are out there to win karaoke.
That's not me. I'm there to have a good time, man.
Hey, we have a good time, too.
Good time.
I love when you find the themes in karaoke, too.
Yes.
That's always fun. It's like, oh, we're doing all super long songs tonight. That's great.
They call me the fool. We got ourselves a mini helmet coming up, I think.
Yes, sir.
Feels like a mini. Looks like a mini. It is a mini.
Feels like a mini.
Feels like a Rodney Harrison slate.
Okay.
Beautiful Patriot mini. AFC East, Marisa strikes again. Former Pro Bowler, former Super Bowl champion, and one of the hardest hitting safeties of all time, Rodney Harrison. These new NFL rules where, we protect the quarterback, we protect the receivers. It was because of guys like Rodney Harrison, John Lynch, these dudes that would lay you out.
He got jacked up.
He got jacked up. Marisa Dombey, congrats on the Rodney Harrison mini. Very, very nice, Marisa. So now 9 boxes left. 5 headliners left. Better than a 50% chance at a headliner here, Rip. That is no joke. No jokes there. Just truth. Awesome stuff in the practice squad. Talking about practice. Not the game. We talking about practice. Nice slate. Congrats, says Jacom. Yes, Jacom. Yes. Congrats indeed. This one is not a mini helmet. Feels considerably heavier. Box 25. Could this be one of those authentic headliners? Maybe Bo Jackson. Maybe Troy Polamalu. Mike Evans. What do we got here? It is, in fact, a full-size, authentic.
You'll love to see it.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's rave about it.
Woo!
The Rave Troy Polamalu. Incredible Steeler helmet with the beautiful yellow color there. The Steeler logo. Troy Polamalu, one of the greatest safeties in the history of the National Football League. He's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, a College Football Hall of Famer, a Super Bowl champion, a former Defensive Player of the Year. He's got 8 Pro Bowls, 4-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion, one of the greatest safeties ever, Brian Smith. That is sick. You're welcome, says Chuck. You called some good ones, Chuck. Brian Smith, nicely done, my man, on the Troy Polamalu rave. My favorite rave in the game is the Rams rave, followed closely by the Steelers rave.
Look,
something about that yellow on the raves really pops.
The yellow pops. I believe yellow is the color that reaches your eye first. And look, that's the safest helmet in the game right there.
That's why I went to Mizzou for college. That's what happened. You're breaking down my life psychology, Rip. Thank you so much.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Appreciate it, my man. Great job, Brian. Troy Polamalu.
Crushed it.
He did crush it, man.
And it did not disappoint. It was gorgeous.
That did not disappoint one bit. That is what I'm talking about, man. This is what these incredible helmets are all about. This is what the break room is all about, guys. Great job, Brian. Great job, Marisa. Terrific lids here. Troy Polamalu for Brian Smith. All right. What's next? How about another practice squad? The single, maybe, right?
I would assume so.
8 boxes left, 4 headliners left. Emmitt Smith, Mike Evans, Bo Jackson, and then secondary headliner LaShawn McCoy in here. So running out of boxes, but still got a decent amount of headliners left. Troy Polamalu. Let me do a little refresher-oo here in the break room. Little refresher-oo. And see what the break page says. So refreshing things. I'm looking at 3 to go in that single box practice squad. That looks to be the next order of business. Let's get that done. 3 spots left. Where are my Cowboy fans at, right? Emmitt Smith football. Perfect item for a Cowboy fan. Where are my Raider fans at? I mean, 2 of the most iconic organizations. The Cowboys and the Raiders. We got Emmitt Smith and Bo Jackson. Certainly some of the most popular Cowboys and Raiders of all time. And Mike Evans, obviously like Warren Sapp, defensive superstar. We know that, right? Warren Sapp is an icon, Rip. Derek Brooks is an icon. Tom Brady's the best player to put on that Bucs uniform. But if we talk about at least offensive players for the Bucs, when it's all said and done, he will be the best offensive player ever, if not the best Buck ever, Mike Evans, on that beautiful Flash helmet.
So beautiful.
So let's get those spots. I will take that bow lid, says Jacom or the Emmett. I'm sure you would, my man. And I wouldn't blame you one bit. Any one of those is terrific items here. And then, Rip, in case you guys just tuned in, just a quick reminder, don't forget, don't sleep, don't regret the cover boy, right? A little bit pricier break, but it's the best break in the room. All authentic helmets, including 3 insane speed flexes. That would be the Drew Brees speed flex, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I call him Mr. 5,000 because he was a regular 5,000-yard passer year in, year out. And those that say they just pass the ball a lot, dude, look at the guys he had in his team. Jimmy Graham after Drew Brees didn't do anything. Marquise Colston, Michael Thomas, these are the best players he ever played with. Didn't play with Randy Moss. Didn't play with Jerry Rice like Steve Young, Joe Montana. Didn't play with Marvin Harrison like Peyton Manning. Didn't have Gronk like Tom Brady. He made these guys look even better than they were. Drew Brees is a bona fide superstar. That's an awesome, awesome speed flex. Gotta love me some Drew Brees, baby.
Career over 80,000 yards career, over 570 touchdowns career.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
There's a stat that Dom brought up recently. Purdue has the most career passing touchdowns of any college in NFL history, which makes sense because of Drew Brees. I mean, obviously, and we had back in the day, Bob Greasy had a bunch of touchdowns, but not that many. They weren't throwing that many in the 70s. That is a Drew Brees stat, and a Drew Brees stat speaks to his greatness, Mr. Brees.
I remember specifically his rookie year. My dad and I went to a preseason game, Dolphins versus Chargers, just to get a glimpse of Drew Brees.
I would too, man.
This guy, like even back then, my dad's like, this guy's going to be a guy, and boy, oh boy, was he.
He was really, really good at Purdue as well. A really good quarterback at Purdue. Drew Brees, not the biggest guy, not the tallest guy, but the guy delivered. Same era as Manning and Brady. I know he didn't have, he did win a Super Bowl, and he beat Manning head to head.
Yeah.
Didn't have as many wins, as many MVPs, but I know they're a little bit more of a passing offense, but same era as Manning and Brady. He had more passing yards per game, more passing touchdowns per game, a better completion percentage. He was right up there with those two guys.
Oh, yeah.
Had he had some of the players around him, he might have 3, 4, 5 rings. He played for New Orleans.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the Saints have 10 playoff wins ever. He's got 9 of them. That is one of the worst franchises in the history of sports. Drew Brees put New Orleans on the map. Drew Brees left. New Orleans is off the map right now again, Rip. People are saying the Saints might get the worst record in the league this year.
They're in the wilderness, man. They're in the wilderness, which is why if you see Alvin Kamara on our headliners, jump at it. Yes. That dude's going to have a big season because they need him to.
So we still have the Saquon Barkley speed flex. Speaking of guys that, he was putting up over 1,200, over 1,300 yards, getting like a bunch of catches with the worst offensive line in the NFL with the New York Giants. He goes to a new team with a legitimate offensive line, with legitimate teammates, Rip. You guys saw what happened. Over 2,000 yards rushing, the most rushing yards combined, regular season, postseason, the best running back season ever, arguably, Saquon Barkley. That's a beautiful chrome speed flex. The Madden 26 cover, the cover boy. What are you looking over there? Are you laughing? Is it Saquon's numbers?
Yeah, I'm just taking a look here at Saquon's numbers. 6 years in New York with the Giants.
Yeah.
5,200 yards. 1 year in Philly, 2005.
He's got, look, Rip, I know 50% of marriages end in divorce. That's the statistic.
Yeah.
50% of marriages end in divorce. It won't be yours. It won't be mine. We're gonna duck the odds. Look, Saquon's first marriage ended in divorce with the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
I think the second marriage is gonna stick. I don't see why they want to get rid of him. I don't see why he'd want to leave with an offensive line. Saquon Barkley, Philadelphia Eagles, next 5, maybe 10 years, it's going to be the best match in the NFL. Saquon Barkley.
One last before and after here.
Okay.
This is what was getting me giggling like a schoolgirl. In 6 years with the New York Giants, he averaged 70.4 yards per game.
Which is over 1,000 average.
It
just
is.
to clarify. Really good.
It is. How much did he average with the Eagles?
Last year, about 115.
125 yards a game.
125 a game.
What a delta.
Yes. So the dude is different. Very, very cool. Saquon Barkley on the chrome. Then we got ourselves this incredible Ray Lewis chrome speed flex. Talk about a guy that made his teammates better. This dude had the energy to pump up his teammates unlike anyone I've ever seen in NFL history. Most career tackles, but the guy was really good at sacks. He was really good at getting, interceptions. 13 Pro Bowls, 2-time deep boy, 2-time Super Bowl champion, iconic player, iconic helmet, Ray Lewis.
Spanned multiple generations with the Ravens.
Yes.
Won Super Bowls in multiple generations with the Ravens.
That's right. Multiple decades, Ray Lewis. Far-reaching impact. The greatest Raven of all time. Now, people will say Lamar because Lamar's a quarterback. But Lamar, Ray Lewis is a top 5 defensive player of all time. He's a top 2 linebacker of all time. Lamar Jackson, he's going to be great. He's already great.
Yeah.
But he will not be a top 5 quarterback of all time. Ray Lewis is number 1 or number 2 ever at what he does. He's got 2 Super Bowls. I like Lamar. I don't think Lamar will get 2 Super Bowls. People love the quarterback, rightfully so. Lamar might get remembered as the best Raven ever. But the best Raven ever for me, Ray Lewis. That's the dude.
I think Lamar will enter the chat eventually for greatest
Yes.
Raven of all time. But yeah, it's going to take a lot to dethrone Ray Lewis. He is an icon in that city, for that franchise, everything.
Right? The next mini-only break, Eric, is going to be happening as soon as the can't-miss jerseys and minis sell out. We have 4 boxes left in that series. We have a Randy Moss mini still available. One of the best receivers of all time for $45 in the single, by the way. Speaking of a guy that is electric, that's different. Then we have the Michael Irvin jersey as well. High-end names, basically diamond-level names in the can't-miss. As soon as the last 4 boxes go, Eric, we'll drop those black box minis to follow. So pretty simple path to getting the minis here in the break room. Can't miss jersey and mini. That should be hot today as well. So guys, make those moves. Make those moves on that break page. I want to knock out all the heat, but I'm thinking up next, Rip, has to be the practice squad. 3 spots to go. Emmitt Smith, Mike Evans, Bo Jackson, 3 photo headliners and 8 boxes, plus LaShawn McCoy. So here's the link. Practice squad, single number 3, 3 spots left. So John Poole with a very hard question to answer. He says, what's the best right now? Well, the best right now, John, obviously depends on what team you like, what the price point you like. But if we're going to go based off the definition of best, what's the best names, the best helmets, what's worth the most? It's the cover boy. No doubt about it, John. And just waiting for one big dog to take a leap. As soon as one person gets in, the rest will follow very quickly. We have the Drew Brees Speed Flex John Poole. Would be great to your Tom Brady Speed Flex collection. Get some of the greatest quarterbacks ever. We have the Saquon Barkley 2-tone Chrome Speed Flex and that Ray Lewis purple Chrome. Not to mention, let this sink in, Rip. Speaking of unbreakable records, 200 career sacks, Bruce Smith.
That's lofty.
Beautiful autograph, extremely rare autograph in the room. Not even photoed headliner Bruce Smith. Devontae Adams on his new team. Adams' Rams lids are pretty rare. That's going to be a fire Devontae Adams here in the break room. So get that series, John Poole. Only 12 boxes left. 5 headliners left, including 3 speed flexes. The double is 7 to go. If John gets in here, puts it at 5 to go. Someone else gets a spot, puts it at 4 to go. The break is done 10, 15 minutes later. So John, he's one of the big dogs in the room. He gets a big move here. We're off and running in the cover boy. That is the best right now, John. The next break is probably the practice squad, but the best right now is the cover boy, the all-authentic series, former Madden cover athletes. You a Madden guy at all? Were you ever a Madden guy? Rick?
I absolutely was a Madden guy, and then life happened.
Yes.
But, man, you know, Madden 05, Ray Lewis on the cover, absolutely one of my favorite Maddens, no doubt. Madden 03 with Marshall Faulk on the cover.
Marshall.
Oh, you better believe I saved up every Dave and Buster point that I had to get Madden 03 from the case.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, that was my favorite video game, Madden 05. Kind of funny the way you put it. You were a Madden guy, then life happens. I'm the same way.
Yep.
You get busy with life, passions as a kid. Probably 2 things I gave up as an adult. Video games and reading. Which is very, very opposite spectrums of things. Because nowadays, like, I have less time. So I used to read sports biographies, autobiographies, right? That was my thing, reading sports books. Well, now I watch sports documentaries instead. Sure. Less time, less commitment, makes more sense. And then, of course, video games. I don't know what I replaced that with. Probably a fiance.
Yeah.
Let's be real. But Madden 05, that was the peak of my video game days. Quarterback room, John Poole. We got 2 boxes left in the quarterback room. They're both quarterbacks. One of them is the Phil Simms authentic, Super Bowl champion with the New York Football Giants, also a former Pro Bowl quarterback, Phil Simms. The other box is a mystery quarterback. However, Rip, I have offered this up to our customers, guys.
That's right.
This is a today-only offer. If you get in this break in the quarterback room and you predict the mystery quarterback box coming out, we'll give you a $50 gift card. If you predict it and you win the helmet, how does $100 sound?
Sounds like a hundo to me.
A hundo, baby. Come and get that. Quarterback room, John Poole. It's the last day available. 6 spots to go. This is going off the site at the end of tonight's programs. So, love Joe Montana Sports Talk Football for Sega. That was my jam, said Jacom. So, Jacom, a little bit older than us. The Sega, I didn't play it. I know of it, but I never played the Montana Sega game personally. I think Steven and Ricky both have a Sega shirt. The exact same blue Sega shirt. Did you know that?
No.
They have the exact same shirt.
That's fun.
And I want them to wear that together when they work on a Sunday night show together. Hasn't happened yet, but my fingers are crossed, Rip.
I mean, look, you know, this era, that era. In the morning show, I was out here talking about 10-yard fight for the NES. So, you know.
You lost me there.
Yeah, man.
So.
I think, oh boy, who was it? I think it was Craig Crenshaw came in talking about Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl, I've heard.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Craig, by the way, is not in the break room looking for that Bijan Robinson speed flex. John Poole, another good one left in the diamonds with 6 to go in that double. Only 11 boxes left. Bijan Robinson, the best running back of his generation. Top 3 back in the league. Brian Urlacher on that Bears authentic. One of the best linebackers to ever do it. Then, of course, Edgerrin James on the Lunar authentic. We talk about passing and Peyton Manning. He was Peyton Manning's running back. Led the league in rushing yards twice playing with Peyton Manning. That's how good Edgerrin James was. In fact, running backs, we got the 3 best in the league in the break room. Bijan Robinson is my number 3 back. Number 2 is very, very close. Got to go Saquon based off the year he had last year, but the best guy of the generation has been Derrick Henry. We still got him in the vault, the number 2 back in the league, and the number 1 back in the cover boy, Saquon Barkley. So we got some of the best running backs in the game today. All-time great running back, LaDainian Tomlinson in the vault. And Emmitt Smith, guys. Emmitt Smith football in the practice squad for $48. The iconic Dallas Cowboy star. Hate him or love him, you cannot deny the iconic star of the Dallas Cowboys. That is just iconic. Best way to put it. Iconic.
It's a piece of Americana
right? So, yes, the Elite Collector comes by email. It's a gift card of $45. So check your email, check your junk mail as well. If you don't get that in the next day, then email customer service. I know sometimes those promotional codes can take up to 24 hours or more to take into effect, but should be in your email. They very often go to your junk mail. For whatever reason, a lot of the gift cards and the promos, they do go to your junk mail. Always check your junk, Rip. That's the advice I was given by my doctor. So I'll give the same advice to you guys. I'm your break room doctor. Always check your junk mail. Always.
Thank you, Dr. Entchev.
So many awesome lids on the break page. Says Jacom, and yes, Neon. Yes, there is a lot of awesome lids on that page, Jacom. Speaking of awesome lids, pick one, Rip. I'm going to limit you this time. Pick one. What's the one you most want to see right now?
That Ray Lewis purple nurple in the cover boy.
That is...
I mean, if anything, just to add to all the purple on the table already.
I think the Ray Lewis, I agree with you, in my opinion, is the best looking lid. Now, I would marginally take the Saquon because I love Saquon.
Wow.
So, well what's up? Breaking
the
news?
Lakers are going to be sold.
To who? Ronnie and Solako's buying the Lakers?
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Oh, okay.
To Mark Walter, the chairman of TWG Global.
Okay.
So some hedge fund group probably or whatever. But the Buss family, out of the Lakers business. That's huge.
First off, that's crazy news.
Yeah.
Never would have thought that would happen. Second off, Rip, get this guy in the break room. He's got money.
Yo.
Get him in the break room. Where are you at?
Mark Walter, where you at?
Invite Steve Ballmer while you're at it, the Clippers owner.
Hey, yo, Jeannie, you're going to have some time in free cash. Come on.
All right. So, hey, Kumar, what's left in the cover? What's up, Rick? Rick and Salako in the chat. Rick, we got Drew Brees, Speed Flex, Ray Lewis, Speed Flex, Saquon Barkley, Speed Flex, then a couple of secondary headliners, Bruce Smith and Devontae Adams. So that is out there lurking, my man. Ricky in Sulaco. Rick/Ricky in Sulaco.
Run, Ricky, run.
He calls me Kramer or Kumar in this case. I call him Rick or Ricky in Sulaco. That's how we communicate.
You guys have got a great relationship.
Yeah, we do. I love Ronnie. He's my boy. He's my buddy. A longtime customer, Ronnie in Sulaco. He's always in Salurkin, as we say in the break room.
Hey.
He's always lurking in the shadows, waiting for the heat. So I'm going to drop this practice squad single link in. 3 spots to go. That's a break that will definitely happen this show. Obviously, I would love to keep doing more. We have so much great stuff to knock out, but this practice squad single, this is my personal guarantee to you guys. This is happening this show. You'll learn this about our customers. We have 4 awesome shows each day, and we have, of course, 5 shows on Fridays. 9, 12, 3, and 6, and then midnights on Fridays. All the break spots that don't fill up in this show carry over to the next show. But people get antsy. They don't want the next show. They're in the now business. A now business. What's going to happen right now? That practice squad single will happen this show between 4 and 5 p.m. We'll be on to at least 5 p.m. rip. If we're busy, we can keep ripping into 5:30, 5:55. Only thing that's keeping us here, before 5 is if the power goes out again. But
Which has happened. But
it's no thunder, no lightning. Things are looking up right now.
Press sawdust.
Right?
We're going to be great.
Things are looking up. A lot of foreshadowing today. The theme is foreshadowing. Your former teacher is watching the show right now, talking about foreshadowing, right?
Thank you, Mrs. Drews. I did pass that AP test all those years ago.
Good job, Rip. 26 people watching right now, Rip. Foreshadowing to number 26, Saquon Barkley and the cover boy.
Mark Walter is the primary owner and chairman of the LA Dodgers.
Oh.
So there you
He's
go.
in the LA business.
Yeah.
Gonna get the Rams next.
I was gonna say, can we get Shohei playing strong forward or
Power forward?
power forward, small forward?
I mean,
He's a forward.
he's tall.
Yeah,
He's Shohei Ohtani. He's tall.
he's gonna be pitching again soon.
That could be a thing, man. You never know, Mr. Ohtani. So yeah, that's crazy. The Lakers getting sold. The Buss family. You don't really know a lot of owners just off the top of your head as a sports fan.
Right.
I'm diehard. I know a lot of stuff about sports, but the Buss family is one of the first families you think of when you think of like owners, right?
Yeah.
Like you think of Jerry Jones first, then maybe the Buss family right
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, literally 2 shows made for them. One, that the Winning Time, which
Which I still haven't seen, and I'm mad about it.
It's solid. The filmmaking is actually really, really cool. Watch some behind the scenes stuff of how they shot the basketball action, and you'll be like over the moon. It's awesome. But then also there's that Running Point show on Netflix with Kate Hudson, where it's basically she's
I love
Jeannie
Kate
Buss.
Hudson.
Well, if you
Yes.
want to see her run an LA basketball franchise,
She is in one of my favorite rom-coms of all time. You know which one I'm talking about?
let me see. It's a McConaughey one. Is it a McConaughey one?
Yes, 2 of my favorites. I love both of them.
Failure to Launch. Is that one of them?
I don't think she's in that one.
No.
That's with
How to Lose a No.
yes.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yes.
All
so
right.
good.
There
So
you go.
good. Terrific movie to say the least. By the way, speaking of famous owners, Jeannie Buss, speaking of, obviously Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones's best move ever, arguably for me. I know a lot of people talk about the Herschel Walker trade, which makes sense. Picking Aikman at first overall didn't take a genius to do it. The best move of Jerry Jones's career, Rip, on a Hot Take Wednesday, all due respect to Jimmy Johnson, Herschel Walker trade, whatever, drafting Emmitt Smith with the 17th overall pick. That's a steal. You tell me you are the 17th overall pick, and you're going to lead the NFL in rushing yards historically and rushing touchdowns. You're going to win 3 Super Bowls, a league MVP, a Super Bowl MVP. That's your 17th draft pick. You take that pick every single dang time, Rip Camelucci.
It's a good pick.
So 3 spots
argue.
to go there.
That's a good pick.
There's a documentary coming out about the Cowboys. You heard about that?
No.
On Netflix, I think, in August. Dom and I were looking at some of the previews for it. It looks amazing.
Okay.
Jerry Jones is in it, Jimmy Johnson, Primetime, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, who's in that Jersey series. I cannot wait to watch that one. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, Chris Leon, the Barkley Chrome is available, and John Poole just got in. We got 6 to go in that double box break. Chris will get 4 spots in here, put us at 2 to go, and just like that, Saquon Barkley Chrome Speed Flex coming out, baby. The Saquon. So yes, my man, that is very, very much available. Come and get it. Come and get it. Saquon Barkley. That is just a terrific, and I do mean terrific helmet right there for the best dang running back in the National Football League. Saquon Barkley, the Chrome. You know this a little bit, Rip. You and I have been working together now for a couple weeks. But a lot of customers, a lot of my coworkers, they call me Chrome Common because my favorite helmets are the Chromes.
Yes.
Love the Hydros, love the Rips. Every helmet in the room is awesome. Nothing beats a Chrome to me.
Okay.
The fact that we have 2 Chromes, Saquon and Ray Lewis, and they're both stunning. We have my second favorite and my third favorite visor colors. I'm Team Blue Visor number 1, and then probably a 2-way tie for second. Green Visor, purple visor. That is why I love the Saquon and the Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Man, you could get those like next to each other and shine light. You could refract light, not refract it, but you could bounce the light around the room from that thing.
And you know
from
what?
those things.
You know what you could do? You got a significant other, you got a wife, a girlfriend, whatever. She can do her makeup in the helmet. She can actually look at herself and do her makeup. The reflection in these chrome helmets, Rip.
And it'll be perfect makeup too. It'll be just like she's in the vanity.
Honey, I bought you a mirror. Check it out. How much did that cost? Well, it's valued at about $1,500, give or take. But I got it for $308 at Ultimate Autographs.
And then she's like, okay. And then you get hit with the, wait, why do I need a mirror?
Because, honey, you got to look good, just like me. I got my mirror here. I mean, you can see it. You can see it in these chromes, Rip. You can actually see your reflection. There's Jettas. Let's see. Where are you at, man? Wave for the camera right there. Rip is in the helmet, literally waving, guys. So, very cool. I got into the Poor Boy. What's the Poor Boy, John Poole? Poor Boy? Practice Squad?
Cover boy.
Cover Boy. Yeah, so he meant probably a mistype. Poor Boy, Cover Boy, Poor Boy. I don't know how they get those two together.
I know a lot of people do text to type as well.
Yeah, they do.
Or talk to text.
That's a new thing. I don't do it often, Rick.
Yeah.
I should. But yeah, John Poole's in the Cover Boy. Who's going to join him here? 6 spots to go in the Cover Boy double. Cover Lola, you see? It is hard.
She was a showgirl. Her name was Lola.
I love it. 6 to go, guys. Who's going to get that Cover Boy here in the UA Live Break Room? So much heat to be had. Such a terrific series. Come and get it, ladies and gents. Come and get it.
Cover Cabana.
And that is on ESPN. The main headline we're just talking about, Bus family agrees to sell Lakers. So mega move for sure.
I think I saw that the Tampa Bay Rays announced they're selling as well. So it's just like, oh boy, talk about getting one-upped on sale news today.
I'll say this though. Even though the Rays, a little bit bigger stadium for baseball, their attendance compared to the Lakers,
not this year.
It's different.
They're not playing in a big stadium this year.
Not this year, no, with all the
hurricanes.
But the Lakers are worth considerably more than the Rays. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Definitely different levels. Dom's the Cover Boy. Yes, he is.
Dom's a pretty boy.
You're on to him, John Poole. You come in here and talk to him during the 6 p.m. show. Tell him about his Cover Boy, likes Dom Pellegrini.
Oh, man. I wonder what the market for signed copies of Madden by the cover athlete look like.
Yeah,
I wonder
that's
what that
gotta be
market's
nice.
like.
It's got to be nice.
Yeah, right?
No doubt about that. Maybe a Saquon Barkley signed Madden cover would be nice.
Ooh, man. Legally, I doubt it'd be able to happen because of contracts and whatnot. But that, a dual signed Brady Mahomes when they were both on the cover.
That would be literally an arm and a leg, man.
Yeah. If it could even happen because of fanatics and whatnot.
This, by the way, is retail value of what a Saquon Speedflex is going for, Rip. $1,200 on Riddell. Steinersports.com, Riddell Sports, $1,200 retail value for the Speedflex. Ours is a Chrome Speedflex, so we're looking at probably north of $1,500. You find these on eBay. You'll see the sold values could be more, could be less. But that Saquon Barkley is absolutely terrific. Try to see Saquon Barkley Chrome Speedflex. Because that's what we got in this break room here. Ooh. So this is what I'm seeing. I don't think this has been purchased, Rip. So it's not a sold price. But this is actually very similar to what we have in the break room. It's up on eBay right now for $2,400.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's...
Well, and the other thing is, there's plenty of Saquon merch out there that you could buy on this site, that site, whatever. But I'm not finding any solds for Saquon Chrome Speedflex because you know why? Everyone's keeping them.
Yeah, everyone's keeping these.
Yeah.
I don't blame them one bit.
They know what they got.
So this is just, again, a rough estimate. This one's not a sold price. So this person is doing what I always recommend. Put it up for maybe even more than what it's worth. See how many bites you get. But if you're patient enough, you might be able to sell a Saquon for $2,000. Or you can get it for $308 in the double, or you can get it for $154 in the single. That's what we're talking about. The great running back Saquon Barkley going forward in the Cover Boy Authentic Series. Saquon Barkley has such a reaching impact in the football world that teams now don't want to do Hard Knocks just because of him. We had the former Giants, GM owner on Hard Knocks, right? He was, talking to his son, talking to his execs about Saquon Barkley, and it was a whole embarrassing thing. They didn't keep him, didn't want to pay him, and now nobody wants to do Hard Knocks because they don't want to face the Saquon Barkley embarrassment again. Rip. That's the reaching impact of Saquon Barkley, man. This guy is special. That's the best way to put it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely special Saquon Barkley. So that's, again, $1,500, $2,000 in that ballpark for a Chrome Speedflex Saquon. It is probably the most valuable item in the break room right now, and you can only get that in the Cover Boy, Saquon Barkley. I'm pumped for Hard Knocks because this year I can enjoy it and not get bamboozled. Because last year, they fooled me as a Bears fan,
Man.
Rip. This year, I can watch Hard Knocks, Josh Allen on the Bills, and enjoy it.
Last time Dolphins were on Hard Knocks, it was the in-season Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Tough stuff to watch.
Did you get bamboozled too?
No, it was just as the season continued to go down the toilet, you just got to watch all the behind the scenes of it as well. It's like reading the Now They Tell Us article that comes out after the season, except in real time.
The easiest Hard Knocks is the one that you do before the season. Because everything is painted in a good light.
The possibilities, the sky's the limit.
Possibilities are endless.
Optimism.
Possibilities are endless. So we did pull the Barry and Calvin, Josh Underwood. We have in the last 12 boxes. We're talking about the man, a helmet that could be worth around $2,000. Saquon Barkley Chrome Speedflex. We have the Ray Lewis, one of the best linebackers ever on a Chrome Speedflex.
Ever.
And the Drew Brees. QB Series, Josh, we have 2 boxes left. One of them is a secondary headliner, Phil Simms. The other one, we'll see, right? We'll see what the other one is. $100 gift card.
Yeah,
if you guess the helmet and get the helmet in the same break. $50 if you're in the break and you just guess who it is in that series. So, what's up, Josh Underwood? Lions Nation in the house. Now, I do have a Lion helmet for Josh. That would be in the secondary headliners in the Diamonds.
Yes.
Jameson Williams, the speedster JMO, one of the fastest players in the National Football League. Love me some Jameson Williams. That could be yours for less than $100 in that single, Josh. So get that helmet. Got the Bijan Flex as well, the Urlacher, and the Edgerrin James. And I'm surprised the practice squad is still 3 to go, Rip.
Shocking, to say the least.
Yeah, shocking developments. What's more shocking, the Bus family selling the Lakers, or the fact that the practice squad has been 3 to go for the last 10 minutes and no one's jumped in?
Honestly, the practice squad.
The practice squad.
Yeah.
I know, Rip, you're back here tomorrow at 9.
Correct.
But we only have 8 boxes left. And we have Emmitt Smith, Mike Evans, Bo Jackson, LaShawn McCoy. You are a Florida fan.
Yeah.
Emmitt Smith is the most successful Florida Gator football player at the next level.
Pretty hands down, to say that.
Easily.
Yeah.
So, Rip, you know how we have the Hulk, and the Hulk gets angry. You don't want to see him when he gets angry. You guys do not want to see this guy angry when he's not in the break room and we pull Florida Gator players.
Yeah.
He loses it.
Don't get me gatored up.
We got to control this guy.
I start chomping everywhere. We've already been through 5 new mice and keyboards.
So it's literally an HR problem.
Yeah, it is
a human resources problem.
Yeah.
Let's make Rip happy. Let's see the Emmitt Smith football this show. So let's close that practice squad single so I can win my Bo lid, says Jacom. Jacom is out there calling a shot. He says, Bo is mine. Back away. pen drop.
Oh.
Not a mic drop, a pen drop.
Whoa.
I'm not going to drop the mic because I don't want to break it.
Do you need
Rick.
a new pen after that?
Well, it did break. Look.
Oh, geez.
No, I broke it before that.
Beans, okay.
But
We should just get some like old beat up microphones just so we can drop
just
them.
mic drop
Yeah,
them.
well, actually, I might have some old beat up microphones at home.
Bo said he's coming home with me because Bo knows, says Jacom. He does know a lot of things, Bo Jackson. One of the greatest athletes of all time. There's several athletes I think of in the history of sports that I often wish we could have a time machine and see what they would have been like without injuries. I think of 3 off the top of my head. One is going to go over your head because you're not a soccer fan. But I think of Bo Jackson when it comes to football and baseball.
Sure.
I think of Derrick Rose as a Bulls fan.
Yes.
And I think of the original Ronaldo for Brazil. Ronaldo, R9.
I know Ronaldo.
Phenomenal.
I know Ronaldo.
Not the Cristiano Ronaldo.
No.
The Brazilian Ronaldo.
That's who I leaned on when I first started playing FIFA.
Yes. So those are the 3 guys I think of. Go back in time. Give me those 3 athletes, Derrick Rose, Bo Jackson, and Ronaldo, healthy for their whole careers, and just sit back and watch them do the darn thing.
Oh man, there's a couple Hall of Fames right there. The biggest what ifs Hall of Fame, the biggest just the athlete Hall of Fame. I think would be a fun conversation to have. You know?
Sure.
Because I mean, Bo's in there. Again, career shortened here and there, but athletically, he was head and shoulders above so many other people. I'd throw Michael Phelps in there because just for the caloric content alone he has to take in or had to take
What
in.
was that? We ate like 10,000 calories.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sitting,
dude, come
geez.
on. I want to eat that much and not get fat. Look at me. I don't work out like Michael Phelps.
Right,
but
yeah,
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just eating as much as you want?
I can.
Chet
I
Holmgren,
can.
Chet Holmgren needs to get on that diet, by the way.
He does need to bulk up a little bit.
Give Chet some food.
I mean, that's a whole subcategory of what ifs as far as big guys in the NBA,
Yeah.
between Ode and Yao Ming. Yao Ming's a big what if for me, man, because he was already so good. And apparently, the sale is for a record $10 billion.
Oh, man, that's a lot of money.
So, Genie Bus, get up in these breaks.
Come on, Genie. You got 10 billion. What's another million here
What's
in
a
the
quad
break-room?
for you, huh?
By the way, here's some Bo Jackson numbers in case you're looking at the football career side of things. He could never stay healthy in the NFL.
Yeah.
Also played with Marcus Allen, which is really bad timing given how good Marcus Allen was. Dude, look at 5.4 yards a carry. Now, the NFL record for yards per carry of guys with minimal attempts is 5.4 by Jamar Charles. So had this guy had more attempts, he is essentially tied for the running back record in yards per carry. 5.4. The guy had only 173 attempts and 950 yards in 1989, man. Bo Jackson. He was also a good receiver as well. Did a little bit of everything. The talent was there for Bo. Look at these runs, man. 91, 92, 88. This dude could break it to the house. And Bo Jackson is such an extremely popular piece of memorabilia, man. He's like a tier 1 headliner. The customers always react to Bo. Now, normally the place to get Bo Jackson is these $96 diamonds, these $348 quads. You get a Bo Jackson helmet for $48. It's worth more than 10 times that, Bo Jackson. Get it for $48 in the practice squad, Rip. That's robbery right there.
Yeah, that's a theft. And you, after you thieve that from us, you run through the tunnel just like Bo Jackson did. That was Bo Jackson, right?
I
Didn't
think
he run
so.
through the tunnel?
Jay Underwood says, all right, I'll jump in the
twist my
practice
arm."
squad. Have been hitting Bo lately. Got a sweet gold flex, so I'll shoot my shot. There we go.
Shooters gotta shoot.
Mr. Underwood, come and get that Bo Jackson. Other thing Bo Jackson is really, really good for, trade bait. Since everybody loves Bo Jackson so much, this is an extremely easy helmet to sell, extremely easy helmet to trade. You have no problems whatsoever with this Bo Jackson on the open market. So, for example, Josh Underwood is a Lions fan. He could tell that Bo Jackson, take that Bo Jackson helmet, maybe trade it for a Barry if he's lucky, maybe a Megatron, maybe a Jared Goff, maybe he can trade it for Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Bottom line is he's got options. And in life, I'm told, Rip, you always got to have options. Well, this guy, he's got options right now. Mr. Josh Underwood, if he is to win that helmet. If he's to win that helmet, Mr. Jay Underwood. Let's go. Good luck, sir, says Jacom. Good luck indeed, guys. Practice squad now. 2 to go, I'm guessing, Rip. 2 spots to go with Mr. Underwood getting in. Or he's not in yet.
Nothing has come across my transom just yet.
So could be a matter of moments here. Feels weird today. There's, obviously NBA's back tomorrow. NHL was done now. Your Panthers winning the Stanley Cup, Rip. We're a little bit dry on the sports world. Unlike the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, we're here every single day. Now, we have regular season breaks every single day, and there's no spring training. Spring training was when you did your on-camera tryout. You've passed spring training, and you're on to the big leagues, Rip.
It was in the spring, you're right.
It was in the spring. It works out perfectly. Probably any one of them Lions, says Josh. You see? Trade bait, like I said. Did you know that it's not summer yet?
Yes, it is somehow not summer yet.
So I'm on a really, really bad run of fortune cookies. I don't know if I've told you that, Rip. The worst run
but I
in my
also
life.
Have some
the
fortune
last
cookies.
3 fortune cookies I've opened.
Okay.
You want to know the results?
Hit him. Hit me
2
with 'em.
things I've never seen ever happen before, but it's happened 2 of the last 3 I've opened up. No fortune. So, no fortune. I had 2 fortune
ominous.
cookies last night. One of them had no fortune. The other one said, you'll have better luck next spring. And I'm like, what? I got to wait till next spring? Then my fiance says, well, spring is right now. And I'm like, what? I have 3 days of luck? June 20th, summer starts.
Well, next spring.
Okay.
There you go. All
right.
You got something to look forward to.
I got to wait till next spring.
Also, I'm sure if you turned it over, it said roll. You'll have good luck next spring roll. Oh. So you had to order spring rolls.
Well, I did have the best spring roll ever from that place.
There you go.
So I don't know.
We ordered some Chinese food, got a fortune cookie, the boldest fortunes I've ever seen.
Okay.
Literally like calling it shot. Like, hey, you're gonna have a great January. So what? Where it's like that thing's gonna pay off in 3 months.
Wow.
It's like, what the heck? What is happening?
What is happening?
Do you see me?
So Matt Norton, you purchased a Pick 6 double box break on Sunday. Do you have an order number, Matt? If you give us an order number, it might help us track your breakdown. Also, we have the Ultimate Autographs YouTube channel, Matt. All our shows are labeled 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time. What time did you purchase a Pick 6 break? If you purchased at 9, probably happened during 9 a.m. show. If it was at noon, might have happened at noon. Do let us know the time of your purchase and the order number, Matt. That might help us out, my man. But you can definitely go back and watch the shows from Sunday on the Ultimate Autographs YouTube channel and maybe track down that break.
And here we got Josh Underwood hopping in that practice squad single with a spot, and then Chris Leon bringing our cover boy double box break halfway home.
The Great Leon. Need to go to Wally World, aka Walmart. There you go, Jacom. And then, definitely getting close on those breaks. Let's get that practice squad knocked out. So no volleyball tonight for me. I'm doing my sports podcast with my buddy. We do it was a weekly show, but now it's more like a monthly show we do. We'll be talking about the NBA, finals, and we'll see. We both predicted 6 games for the Thunder, so we both look like geniuses right now.
What's this podcast?
Salute Your Sports on YouTube.
That's a really good name.
It's actually based off our college radio show we did together. So we have a modest following, but we do it for fun. It's a blast. It's a blast. Biggest fan is probably his dad that watches the show, which we'll take.
Hey,
we'll take a fan anywhere we can get.
That's easier. That's better than my parents and my podcast.
Yes,
which they still don't know how to acquire one. They don't know how to access a podcast. Is what I'm saying.
A blank fortune cookie is an opportunity to write your own good cookie, says Josh Underwood. Well, here I am thinking I got hosed on my fortune cookie.
But
and
alas.
Josh Underwood put it back into perspective. Do appreciate you, my man. 11:58 Eastern. Is that AM, I'm guessing? I'm guessing that's AM, Matt. Let us know. So if you purchased an order that happened likely during the
AM, yep.
noon show, can you look up that order number 250993
Yep.
when you get a second rip?
Looking it up. That was the double in the Pick 6 vault.
Okay.
Break the double number 4. Double number 4.
So when you get a second, if you look at that winner sheet.
Yeah.
I'm back. Keeping busy before the Phillies game, says Chris. Well, yeah, Chris, come and get that Saquon, my man. We are still where we were. 4 spots to go, getting closer now. $308. We were showing this off earlier. Saquon Chrome Flex is getting put up for $2,400 online for this Speed Flex lid. So 4 to go. Let's get that done, Chris. Let's get that Saquon over to the right hands. And then 11:58 a.m. So Matt, our guy Rip is looking into it. He'll tell you exactly when that break happened. And you can go back and look at the YouTube show. And we can let you know if you won, if you want to know, right? Matt Norton. So this is coming up, this show. Cover Boy, 4 to go. Still got the Saquon. Still got the Breeze. And we still got the Ray Lewis Chrome Flex. 3 flexes left in the final 12 boxes. Also coming up is the Practice Squad double. 2 to go. 8 boxes left. Still looking for the Emmitt Smith football. The Mike Evans Flash Authentic. And the Bo Jackson Raider Authentic. Not to mention LaShawn McCoy, by the way, in a double box break. You get the NFC East, LaShawn McCoy, and Emmitt Smith. McCoy, by the way, does a good job on TV. LaShawn McCoy, TV analyst these days, does a really, really good job on the tube, as we say, Mr. Shady McCoy. So those 2 breaks are coming up. Let's get those knocked out. Then everything else, I'm happy to do this show, but probably going to carry over to the 6 p.m. show at this rate. So for the instantaneous breaks, let's get that double Practice Squad done, and let's get that Cover Boy double done as well.
Yeah, Cover Boy. Let's go ahead and get that Cover Boy done. Have a little wheel spin.
Let's see some wheels, baby. Spinning them wheels here in the UA Live break room.
Matthew Norton, big winner. You got that Keon Coleman rep.
All right, Matthew. He won?
Yeah.
You won, Matt. Keon Coleman replica helmet. What time was the break at?
That break was 2 hours and 3 minutes into last night's 6 p.m. show.
Oh, so that one took a hot minute to break, Matt.
It did.
That happened last night at 6 p.m. Actually, I would have pulled it for you. How can I forget? And actually, now I remember. This is
all
good.
Coming back to you.
This is what the break room is all about. Here's how you know, Matt, you're entering the right break room. So Matt Norton was a new customer. His break happened during the 6 p.m. show last night.
Tell the story.
Julia Smith won the Keon Coleman rep, and she won a gift card with it.
Okay.
She said, give the helmet to the new guy.
Whoa.
So you were literally gifted a helmet worth a few $100s from a stranger who does not know you, Matt.
Dang.
That is what happens in this break room. The customers gift each other helmets. The customers are incredible people.
That's crazy.
You were gifted a helmet, Matt Norton. You did not win. You did not win. But you were given the helmet anyway, courtesy of Julia Smith last night. Everyone in the chat was applauding Julia. They were calling Julia, and rightfully so, by the way, the real MVP, Julia Smith.
All right. At this point, it's starting to sound like Julia did it for the clout.
I mean, who's to say? I don't know.
Who's to say? That is, regardless.
It doesn't strike me like Julia, though. She's
I
a really
know.
nice person.
I don't know Julia.
You don't know Julia yet?
No, I don't think I do.
So Julia hasn't played as much recently. I think she's normally a night player, which makes sense. Okay. But she's actually a really nice person.
I believe.
So I don't think she did it for the clout.
She did. I know. I'm just.
I know you're
I'm
teasing.
poking fun. I'm being facetious.
Facetious.
Because nevertheless, Matt, you ended, regardless of the motivation or intent, you're the one with a gifted rep lid. Keon Coleman for free.
For free. That's awesome, Julia. Congrats, Matt, says Jacom. Yeah, welcome to Ultimate Autographs, where gifts are free and dreams come true, man. Welcome, Matt Norton. All right, so we have a couple breaks that are close. I'm going to reset the break page here, Rip. It's been a hot minute since the rundown. I know usually around 4:30 Central Time, new blood filters into the break room.
Honey,
new
I'm
people
home.
come in. We have more new breaks. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a rundown of what we got going on here, top to bottom, as far as headliners and such go. That's so awesome, says Matt. It'll be going to my 12-year-old boy. Was hoping to win the Derrick Henry for him as he's a huge Raven fan. I'll be buying him more. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, by the way, the Derrick Henry, which you'll see, Matt, we have 4 boxes left. We got ourselves 2 headliners in the vault. We have 7 to go in the double, 8 to go in the single. If you want Derrick Henry, there's only 4 boxes left. Derrick Henry is still left. So you might want to buy in the double or the single. If you buy in the vault double here, Rip, he would have a 50% chance the break he's in that Derrick Henry comes out. How about that? So new to this page in sight, just started collecting Bears mini helmets, says John. Got a lot of good Bears in the break room. Mike Singletary, DJ Moore we get, sometimes Caleb Williams. A lot of good Bears in the break room, no doubt, John. But back to business, top to bottom rundown. We'll start with the all authentic diamonds. Only 11 boxes left. Speaking of Bears, the great linebacker Brian Urlacher on that Bears orange helmet. Very, very clean with the Hall of Fame 18 inscription. Bijan Robinson Speed Flex, one of the best backs in the league on that clean Falcon Speed Flex. Edgerrin James, the Hall of Fame running back out there, 2-time rushing yard leader. Then we have Jim Kelly, secondary headliner. Then we have Jameson Williams, secondary headliner, the speedy receiver, the Hall of Fame quarterback, 5-11 chance in the diamonds. Cover boy, only 4 spots to go in that double. We have Saquon Barkley Chrome Speed Flex in the ballpark of $1,500, $2,000 in value, give or take. An incredible helmet for the best running back, the offensive player of the year, the record-setting running back, Saquon Barkley. Also, it's called Cover Boy on the Madden 26 cover with that backwards hurdle Saquon Barkley. Ray Lewis on the 05 cover. Beautiful purple chrome speed flex. Most tackles ever in league history. One of the scariest dudes ever. One of the best defensive players ever, Ray Lewis. Drew Brees, second all-time in pass yards, passing touchdowns on a speed flex. NFL's all-time sack leader, Bruce Smith, with 200 of those. Devontae Adams, touchdown machine, led the league in touchdown catches as a Packer, as a Raider. Cannot wait to see what it does with the Rams, Devontae Adams. Practice squad, 8 boxes left, 4 headliners left. NFL's all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith, on that beautiful autographed football. We got the Mike Evans flash, very, very clean for a guy that's never had less than 1,000 yards receiving. That is crazy to me. Mike Evans, Bo
At
Jackson.
this point, it seems like it's harder for him to not have 1,000-yard season.
Crazy, right? So Bo Jackson, authentic, very, very clean lid. Bo Jackson, one of the best athletes of all time. And then LaShawn McCoy, speaking of great athletes, secondary headliner, 4-8 chance at a headliner in the practice squad. Just mentioned the vault, 4 boxes left, 2 headliners left. 2 of the best running backs ever. Derrick Henry, the best running back of his generation. Then LaDainian Tomlinson, Hall of Famer, former MVP, second most rush touchdowns ever. Excuse me. Say that 3 times fast. Second most rush touchdowns ever. Second most rush touchdowns ever. Second most rush touchdowns ever. Not that hard, Rip. I did it, baby. 4 boxes left. 2 headliners left in this break. Josh, the Barry and Calvin was one, I believe, in the 6 p.m. show on Monday.
Last night?
Was it Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday
last
I got
night.
it right here. I just want to see if you can recall from memory.
I pulled it. Who was it?
It was. They're in here right now.
They're in here right now in the
Yeah.
chat?
Yes, they are.
Chris Leone.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he won everything last night.
He did. In that one Coverboy quad, he came away with the Urlacher, the Gates, and the Lions duel.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
not
good,
too
Chris Leon.
shabby.
So 50% chance at a running back headliner in the vault. Derrick Henry and LaDainian Tomlinson. QB room has 2 boxes left. We got ourselves the Phil Simms authentic plus 1 other. Can't miss jersey and mini. 4 boxes left. 2 Hall of Fame receivers. Michael Irvin, Randy Moss on those minis. Then we have the jersey break. Looking at a bunch of headliners left. Jordan Love, Lawrence Taylor, Brian Urlacher, Tony Dorsett, Nico Collins, Deebo Samuel, Chad Johnson, secondary, and Joe Theismann as well. So, guys, let me know what you want to rock and roll with. We'll definitely knock out the practice squad double, 2 spots left. We'll definitely knock out the cover boy double, 4 spots left. Those should both sell out by 5 p.m., no doubt about that. We do not bid on minis. We do have mini breaks, John. Normally, we have mini breaks up at all times, but at the current moment, we have the can't miss jersey and mini. When this sells out, we'll have a mini-only break of just mini helmets. We have Randy Moss, second most receiving touchdowns ever on that mini right there in this series with 4 boxes left. But we don't have bids specifically on specific items. Everyone pays the same price to get in. The more spots you buy, though, the better chance you have to win. It's a 1 in 8 chance to win. NFL random divisional breaks. For example, if you're getting that can't miss jersey and mini, you get the NFC North, Randy Moss comes out, you win. You get the NFC North, Randy Moss does not come out, you don't win. Unless it's a double box break and a Bear, Packer, or Lion comes out. So the stream is fired, John. Keep it tuned for mini helmets. We'll have a mini helmet only breakup in the next few days at some point.
And be sure to hit the follow on Facebook or wherever else you normally watch. We're on Twitch and YouTube as well. So be sure to follow, subscribe, get those notifications. You won't miss a single bit of the action.
And just to clarify, we are based out of the Chicagoland area, John. With that said, it makes it extremely easy for us to get Bears items. So we have tons of Bears mini helmets that you can get in this break room. They are regularly here in the break room. A lot of Bears to be had.
Yeah, honestly, if we offered a subscription to our minis, to where you just automatically are entered into a certain amount of spots. I don't know if this is maybe a thing that I'm onto right now.
Yeah.
That would be, I would suggest that for you to just be automatically entered into a lot of minis, because you're right, man. We have no shortage of Bears in our minis.
Matt Norton, by the way, a good father looking for his son, says
Yes,
officially in for another shot at that Derrick Henry. Let's go! So, Matt, obviously you got to get the AFC North. I cannot guarantee you're going to get that spot. I can guarantee this. If this double goes first, there's 4 boxes left, and there's a 2 in 4 chance that the Derrick Henry comes out in that break. Nice, I grew up in Cicero. Cicero Joe, baby.
Oh, John.
Cicero Joe.
John, you got to tune in Saturday night for our guy Cicero Joe.
That's right. We got Cicero Joe in the break room.
That's Cicero Joe.
Joe Aguilar, Saturday nights at 6 with Rip and here Joe.
Did you see what I had Joe do before the last show that we did together? We did a little Instagram story, and Cicero Joe gave us some predictions for the show.
I love it.
Yeah,
Were
it
they
was a
right?
good time. Couldn't be. Actually, he was right. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna be hot in this series," and we were.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe. Very cool. One of our co-hosts is nicknamed Cicero Joe, John. So that's something to keep in mind. And we love the shy here in the break room. We love the shy.
Cat and Ken, thank you so much. I salute you.
That's right. So what do we got going, Rip? What do we got?
Kenneth Stanton.
Close out
with
the practice squad.
closer magic.
Good job, Kenneth. Practice squad single coming up.
I don't know why I said closer magic like Dr. Evil.
I like it.
Closer magic.
You want to hear something funny?
Yes,
I'm watching that tonight.
Oh, no way. Which one? The first, second?
The first
third?
one, yeah.
Nice.
It's on the docket.
Nice.
That's the plans for tonight. Watch that tonight.
That's going to be a good time, man. There's
Yes.
still a lot of great bits in that movie.
Practice squad single number 9. Drop me a box number, guys. Who's got a boxy here? We talking about practice, not the game.
Talking about
We're talking about practice.
Boxes.
Talking about breaks, baby.
Yeah.
Let's break these.
Let's talk about breaks, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the good things you can win in these breaks.
How about
That's how
Paul Conley? Welcome, Paul Wall, new guy in the break room. Marisa Dombey, she's a legend already. Al Gaona, John Gomez, Josh Underwood, and Kenneth Stanton. Jacom looking for lucky number 13. All right, Jacom. 13-1-3. Let's do it.
That Marino box, baby.
Ooh, you would go Marino on us.
I'd go Marino. It's either going to be that or Bam.
Bam Adebayo. I go Kurt Warner, but I do love Dan Marino, too. It's a good sports number.
Great sports
It's a great sports number.
That's what Tua was going to wear, but he got drafted to the Dolphins.
Yeah, not the tough team to wear number 13.
Yeah.
Good luck. Obviously, Tua was terrific, but there's going to be no one will be allowed to wear 13 in Miami.
Well, that's why
It's going to be very hard to have a better, player than Marino.
Yeah.
When it comes to Dolphins history. So good luck, guys, in the practice squad. This is a single only, right? Mm-hmm. Single and ready to mingle here in this practice squad break. Read option, practice squad single number 9. Let's get that cover boy done before we go here. That is the Chase wheel spin, actually.
It
So if
is.
you guys don't sell it out by 5 o'clock, no Chase wheel spin this show.
For you.
I know what's going to happen, though. Chris Leon will get in there, and he's going to tear that break apart. Tearing that break apart, Mr. Chris Leon in the house. All right, folks. We got ourselves 6 clicks here, 6 clicks on the way. We're talking about practice. Let's end with the bang in this break. Let's end the show with the bang. 17 minutes more at least, Rip. If the breaks are hot, we'll keep it going. But if you guys don't knock out these breaks, 5 o'clock is the time we'll head home here. Go a little full circle moment, 5 o'clock somewhere.
That was a
From
big,
the early show.
big topic of conversation.
Yeah, right. I was listening to you guys in the AM here. 6 clicks. We got John Gomez, Jacom in the NFC North. Right below in the NFC South. We got ourselves, this will let me copy and paste. Come on. NFC
now.
South is Marisa. Kenneth Stanton in the NFC East. Al Gaona, NFC West. Paul Conley, new guy in the AFC North. Kenneth Stanton, the AFC South. Marisa Dombey, the AFC East. And Josh Underwood, looking for that Bo Jackson. You got yourself the AFC West, Mr. Underwood. How about Crochet for the Red Sox today? I had him on a little parlay, which is actually just hit, Rip.
Okay.
Over 7.5 Ks.
Ooh, nice.
He got the 8th K to end the 6th inning, and he's at 96 pitches. I doubt he's going out there for the 7th. So.
Former White Sox, correct?
Former White Sox, Mr. Crochet. Yeah, all right. Took some L's yesterday. Back on the winning streak today, Rip. Loving it.
Gotta get back on the horse.
All right. Well, how about this? Get back on the horse and ride the horse. The simple strategy for Dallas Cowboys football in the 90s. Feed the man, he's hungry. NFL's all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith, on the autographed Cowboys football. It's got the NFC champions, the Super Bowls, 5 championships for the Cowboys, 3 of them going home to Emmitt Smith. I think you did mark the wrong one on accident. It's Kenneth Stanton.
Oh, my bad.
Right above
Sorry.
there. It's Kenneth Stanton that wins in the NFC East with Emmitt Smith. Closer, magic, Kenneth Stanton. The Emmitt Smith football.
Not trying to give your stuff away, Kenneth. My bad, dude.
Don't worry. It's going home to you, Ken. Emmitt Smith. Wow, baby.
Been spending all day in front of this computer. My eyes are getting crossed.
God, that is sick.
But it is awesome.
It
That
is
really cool.
absolutely awesome. Such a beautiful football. This is a team football. And it's one of the most iconic teams, like him or not, Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
Good news for me. Good news for your wife. Good news for anybody you're in the vicinity of in the next 4 hours. You won't be getting angry and hulking out on us because we had the Emmitt Smith, right, Rip?
Oh, indeed. Here.
Things move on. Here
Display
we go.
it.
Let's put this on
Proudly.
there. Proudly, the Emmitt Smith football. Loud
Try it the
and
other way.
proud.
Long ways? maybe. There we go.
There we go. Very nice. Now, I don't know if Josh is a little bit behind. Josh, make sure you hit that live button, my man. I know he's calling out box 5, I'm guessing, but this was box 13, and it was lucky for Kenneth Stanton, Emmitt Smith.
All right, man. There we go. That rules.
And you know, my hit video is going to look a lot different this show because I don't normally do jerseys or footballs, but I mean, look at the Ricky Williams jersey first off. Look at this jersey, guys. The Ricky Williams Weed jersey. The Jay Jettas was the early show, so we have a mix of everything. Jersey, Rave Authentic, Emmitt Smith. That's the hit video for now. We pull that Saquon flex, that Ray Lewis flex. The order changes, Rip. But all of these are going in. I love all these, no matter what.
I'm wondering if it'd be fun to see if we get flagged on social media for this one right here.
Don't even put that out there, Rip.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Don't even put that out there. Don't listen to them, YouTube moderators. Don't you dare.
Yeah, hey, Meta, don't be jerks, all right? It's Ricky Williams. It's his thing.
Oh, man. Emmitt Smith, I'm like, don't put that in the ethosphere, Rip. Don't do that to us. The YouTube man, don't do it to us. Now, I do personally watch our show on YouTube normally. We have different platforms, different awesome places to watch, but as a YouTube viewer, please don't put that out there. What's up, Dom Pellegrini?
Dominic.
We had people in the chat calling you a cover boy Madden today. You're getting a lot of compliments in the chat.
You got
for
cover boy looks is what they're saying.
Dashing good looks today. So it was not Charles Nelson. Yeah. It was not Charles Nelson. John Poole said you're a cover boy. So there you go. Very cool football, Kenneth Stanton. So guys, we said we'd knock out the practice squad, and we did. Let's get this cover boy done this show. I always get asked by my fiance, how was work today? How are you feeling? Noon show was great. 3 p.m.'s been just okay. But if we get this double closed out, my answer is going to be great.
Yes.
If we don't get this closed out, I'll be like, it was one of those, like, I'll liken it to 07 LeBron for the Cavs.
Yeah.
Great to beat the Pistons, iconic, but you lost in the finals. Yeah. That's how I'm going to feel if we don't see this double box break.
And you don't have volleyball after the show today to pick yourself back up.
Dude, I played pretty good a couple weeks ago. Last we talked, I kicked butt last couple weeks.
Yeah, I remember you had some subs last week, right?
Yeah, we won a
substitutions?
Game. Yeah, we won a game. Not the whole thing. We did win a game. It's best of 5. We won 1 out of 5.
I knew I should have put money on that.
Which is one more than we normally do. One more than we normally do.
Y'all like to gamble in your apps and everything. I like to gamble on local rec league sports.
You see?
That's what I like to do.
Who's got the real problem?
Yeah, Ricky. Where's your spreadsheet on that?
By the way, Dom, Crochet won me a bet this afternoon. Over 7.5Ks. He got his 8th K in the bottom of the 6th with 96 pitches.
And just to be clear, Dom, Garrett Crochet, not in the professional crocheting league. That's something I bet on.
Well, Ricky was up at 5 a.m. betting and watching rugby last night / this morning. So that's an actual thing.
Well, here's what I'd like to say about that Garrett Crochet performance. It was on point. I'm not on camera. I don't know why I pointed at the camera.
You're on camera, not pointing. Point away.
On point.
Dom, what always works when we sell here? There's only one proven strategy that always works. Point at them. We point at you guys. Get the cover boy and get it now.
3rd time's the charm. That Garrett Crochet performance was on point.
You see? Very nice. Matching gentlemen here in the break room. So 23 of you guys watching. We got 10 minutes. We get this cover boy knocked out in 10 minutes. We'll break it. If we're like 2 or less, I'll give him a little more time. But you will not be in the wheel spin unless it's closed by 5. And there will be no wheel spin this show unless this closes by 5. That's the only catch. No wheel spin.
This wheel spin and the Atlanta Aquarium both close at 5.
Have you been there?
No, because it closed at 5.
I love the Atlanta Aquarium. It is awesome.
We went to World of Coke, and then we were like, oh, well, bop over to the aquarium right after that. And it was like 4:30, and they're like, it's discounted to get in. And it's like, we're not going to be able to see enough whale sharks and whatnot in half an hour.
Do you know why I like Chris Knowles earlier? I called him a ray of sunshine.
No.
So Chris Knowles Hasn't played as much recently, but he was formerly a regular, now pops in once in a while. He's a Rams fan.
Okay.
But one of his best friends lives in Atlanta and works for the aquarium.
It's one of the best aquariums in the world.
So when I went there, free aquarium, backyard pass to see all the animals in the water where they feed them and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I like Chris Knowles. He got me free aquarium tickets.
Chris Knowles, you're okay in our book.
Yeah, we went bright and early. We did aquarium first, Coke Museum second. You should have done it in reverse order.
Yeah. Well, now where were you, Kamen?
Sorry,
where were
bud.
you like 12 years ago?
Sorry, bud. For me, it was last year. I went to watch Messi at the Copa America in Atlanta.
Nice.
And then obviously hit up the other attractions.
I love Atlanta, man.
Atlanta's awesome.
Really cool city. Great food city.
Not as awesome as these helmets, though. Drew Brees, a guy that many people in Atlanta hate. How's that for transitions?
Well, that's just good sports rivalry right there.
This dude would bury the Falcons. He would bury the Bucks, the NFC South, the Panthers. I mean, the AFC South, too. Peyton Manning and the Colts. One of the best quarterbacks ever. Drew Brees on that beautiful speed flex with the black visor. Come and get that one. 4 spots to go, guys. Former Madden cover athlete, Drew Brees. There's something I was looking up on Monday Night Show. It was a look at some of the Madden cover athletes, and it was showing off the guys that weren't busts. So one of the first guys they listed, Drew Brees, because he was on the Madden cover after the year, dominated the rest of his career. Not a bust. Second all-time in pass yards, passing touchdowns. Drew Brees, speed flex, 4 spots to go. Ray Lewis, speed flex. I think he might have gotten injured right after that, but he definitely regrouped for sure. Rip.
Yeah.
2005. He had multiple Pro Bowls, multiple All-Pros, another Super Bowl after that, beautiful chrome speed flex, the Madden 05 cover, Ray Lewis. And the most recent cover athlete, Saquon Barkley. This is going for online for $2,400, a chrome speed flex Saquon. And do I dare say, in my opinion, Rip, ours is better. It's a black chrome. Green and black, better than the silver for me, Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
So we got 6 minutes, 4 spots in the cover boy. Let's make it happen. Otherwise, we hop off at 5 o'clock and let the guys take it tonight in that double box. Otherwise, 6 to go in that vault. Again, Derrick Henry and LaDainian Tomlinson, 2 headliners in the final 4 boxes, guys, in that vault break. A little bit open otherwise, though. Obviously, someone could go out, come in here and buy the whole break. More than happy to do it. Also, 6 to go in that diamond double with the Bijan Robinson, that clean speed flex, the best running back of his generation, Brian Urlacher. Let's pull the Bijan. Let's save the Urlacher for Dom tonight. Mr. Packer over there. Then Edgerrin James, authentic. Jim Kelly, not even a photoed headliner. And you and I both said this earlier. Jameson Williams, at this time next year, Rip, we'll be talking about J-Mo being a photoed headliner.
Yes, sir.
The speedy receiver, the terrific Lion, Jameson Williams. And, you know, I apparently am on the minority on staff here, Rip, because I think the Detroit Lions are going to have a great year next year, and they're going to win the NFC North again. A lot of love for the Packers, a lot of love for the Vikings, even some love for the Bears. Personally, I am all aboard, 150% all in on the Lions winning the North, and I'm about 90% sure of it. Their team is so good. Only way they don't win the North, if injuries occur. That's it. That's it for me.
Same reason last year. I mean, if they had Hutch, who knows what would have been different.
Right? They talk about their new coordinators. They're losing their DC, their OC, but they're gaining Aiden Hutchinson for the whole season.
Cross your fingers,
enough.
knock on pressed sawdust here, but absolutely, man. I mean, actually, I think it was the show Dom and I were working together.
Ooh, the
we were
Paisan
talking about
crew?
Hutch. We had him on the board, and it was just, and he was the DPOI favorite, or at least when we looked him up. And I'm here thinking people memory holing him because he got hurt, but don't sleep on any of these Lions. I'll tell you that right now.
Couldn't agree more. So, guys, 4 minutes, last call for orders. While we wait, Rip, let's do our top hits of the show. So, Jay Jettas is disqualified. We can put him away. Bye, Jettas.
Go away.
That was the noon show.
Jet him out of here.
This is actually very, very interesting. I think it's very, very close. I kind of like all three roughly even. I think I'm going to go the same way you're going to go, though. I'm going to mix it up. Normally, I'm all about the authentics. Ricky Williams weed jersey. That's my number one hit the show.
Ooh.
It's creative. Ricky Williams.
I love it. I'm pleasantly surprised. I wasn't
Is it
expecting
because
that.
I don't partake? I can't appreciate the jersey if I don't partake?
No. It's just we have a rave.
Drug test me afterward. Promise you, Matt, I'm clean.
I'm talking about we got a yellow rave on the table, man. That's beautiful.
That's my very, very close number 2. This is the Troy Polamalu number 2. Beautiful, beautiful rave. One of the best safeties ever. And then you see, Dom, I'm not a Cowboys hater. Emmitt Smith in the top 3 on the beautiful Cowboys football.
Only 3 things on the table.
No, we pulled about double that, maybe more.
I'm saying right now.
Yeah, but you didn't see what else we pulled.
No, I'm saying right now. Of course it's the top 3. We got 3 things on the table.
Yeah,
right
but there's other helmets we could have chosen from.
I'm still accusing you of being a Cowboy.
All right.
That's my number 1.
I can't wait for you guys to fist fight after the show. That's
Let's
gonna
go.
be fun.
What do you think? What
That'll be
for me,
live on
Rick?
Instagram.
Your top 3.
My top 3, it's copy paste, man. Do love the Emmitt Smith, obviously, go Gators. But the raves, I want to see every single rave in person, hands down. And Polamalu's got a great autograph too. That's a very fun. He's got like an asterisk thing going on there. It's a lot of fun. But I mean, this is beautiful.
That's
this is
your
a
boy.
beautiful piece right here.
Look at him. Rip,
and,
don't hug that jersey too close.
No, it's just like I just like to be near it.
Look at him. Look at this guy. Wearing a winter hat in the summer, Dom.
You know.
Look at this guy. He's celebrating the win. I'm just kidding. I'm just ripping on you.
Good point, though. It's a Florida Panthers.
Yeah,
Florida
exactly.
Panthers.
It's literally the only reason I'm wearing it.
Yes.
But yeah, hands down, this Ricky Williams jersey. I think this is the first Weed Leaf jersey that I've seen in person, actually.
It's the first Raven one I've seen in person.
Ooh, okay.
I've seen the Dolphin one, usually the one we
Yep.
get it on. I think we had the Raven one other time, but I didn't pull it. Hence, I didn't see it in person. So this is cool.
Do we know if he signs on any Saints stuff at all?
He does.
Okay.
We get him on the Saints, too.
Okay.
We used to get him more on the Saints than the Dolphins. Lately, it's been Dolphins, though.
That's fine
I
by
think
me.
it's because Matt wants to make you happy. That's why we're getting him on the Dolphins
Thank you,
lately.
Matt.
We look out for our new blood here in the break room, man. We
They
look
can
out
feel
for you,
comfortable
Rip.
with their hometown teams.
Right? Gotta ease you into the break team staff here, Rip Camelucci. All right, well, hey, I think this will do it for us. We did not get closer on that one. We'll leave that 4-spot cover boy for Dom and Steven. Before we go, final thoughts, Rip, from you. What do you got for me, my man?
Heck of a time. Again, love seeing this Ricky Williams jersey. Run, Ricky, run. Great show. Great hosting by you, Kamen, as always.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I thought, again, I was excited to check out some of that cover boy. It was a lot of very fun stuff earlier in the week and over the weekend that I wasn't able to partake in because I don't work those days.
Sure.
So I thought I was going to be able to wade in those waters. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But as long as it gets broken, as long as, these hits get hit, that's all that matters to me.
Maybe we can save the Ray Lewis for you. We get the Saquon tonight, and we save Ray Lewis. We'll see. I don't think Dom is that generous, though. He's probably going to sell out the whole series tonight.
No, I mean, in all honesty, sell it out.
We'll
Sell
see.
it out.
We'll see. Great job, Rip. Thank you so much for co-hosting, producing. Best of job, of course, with the customers. You guys are the best in the business. Thank you so much for watching, chatting, and buying. You make this break room possible. You guys make it fun. You guys make it awesome. I'll be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Please be there tomorrow night. It's an extra special show. Be there or be square. 9 a.m. with Rip tomorrow as well. Rip and
the
Mike. 9, 12, 3, and 6 every single day. Plus midnight on Fridays. Ultimate Autographs YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook is where you watch this dang thing. UltimateAutographs.com, where you purchase all the orders. Have a great night, guys. Dom and Steven in at 6 o'clock in just about 60 minutes. We'll see you soon.